Hi everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today. So I've mixed my paints up. I'm using Fluid Acrylics by Dale Rowney and I'm doing a big swoosh. So you may have seen me do previous ones where I've used the cylinder, the inner of a toilet roll. So it's just a cardboard cylinder, but this time I'm going big. So I'm going to fill this cylinder up with paint and swoosh it on the canvas. I am reusing a canvas. I don't need to treat it because I didn't use any additives like silicone. So I'm going to just pour straight on top. I'm excited for this one. Will the paints react in this cylinder as I swoosh and create any reaction? Who knows? So this is experiment day. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's see what we can create. Okay, so I'm using the System 3 Fluid Acrylics by Dale Rowney. You can see here, this is how they come. I've mixed them with pouring medium and water, and it's a very fluid consistency. You can see that it runs off the spatula into the cup and just disappears. I will list all my ratios and the brands of paint in the description box. In fact, let me just get the pouring medium that I used. So that's the pouring medium that I used for this one. The System 3 Fluid Acrylic Pouring Medium by Dale Rowney. So I've mixed this pouring medium in all these paints with some water. I am reusing a canvas. I'm just repurposing one that I've used and I'm happy just to paint over that. But I'm excited to see if this experiment works. So let's go. So I'm going to reuse this canvas. I'm going to pour over the top. This is the cardboard cylinder that I'm using. So as you can see, this is a 20 by 20 inch squared canvas. And that cylinder goes all the way across. So it's a very long cylinder. I'm just going to add a little bit of white onto the base. I need a little bit of flow before I start pouring the paint in the middle of the cylinder. So I'm just using this white paint and I'm just going to pick up my canvas and spread out some of that paint before we start using that cylinder. Okay, so I'm placing the cylinder on top of the paint. I'm pulling faces now. And I'm now going to take one colour at a time and pour the paint in the cylinder. Easier said than done. It's already dripping down the side. And what occurred to me when I started doing this is it's not see-through. So I'm not going to be able to see when I reach the top of the cylinder. In fact, I'm too short to just peer in to see where the paint is. So I'm just going for it. I'm just adding one colour at a time, and as soon as it fills up to the top, it will probably spurt over the edge and go down the sides. But, you know, that's okay. So I'm not holding it completely still either, because you can see some of that paint already oozing out from the base. But again, I'm very relaxed with this. We're going to just do one big swoosh, and I can't wait to see the reaction of this. Okay, so it's full. Are you ready to swoosh? So let's pick it up and just swoosh it down that white paint that you can see. And I can't believe the reaction this is already having. I am going to just finish off by going to each of the corners just to drizzle out the remainder of the paint that's within that cylinder, because I don't want any wastage. And guys, as I'm doing this, I can't wait to show you the reaction that the paint is having, and this is going to be a special one, I think. So I'm going to place this to one side. I can't actually believe how they're reacting. You can see my reaction on my face as we go. But let's do the next stage of this process. Let's stretch this paint out. Let's cover that surface area, and then I'll take you in for a close-up. I'm done with the tilting. I'm just taking my gloves off, and I can't wait to show you this. I'm just like a bit wow. So I'm just going to have a little look at the surface area, and I can see a little bit of pooling of the paint in the middle. But I'm inclined to leave that because I just want to see how this reacts. I'm going to take you down now just to see a close-up. And here we go. This is the reaction of the paint. So let me just emphasize, I used the fluid acrylic paint mixed with pouring medium and a little bit of water. I haven't used any cell activator, and I haven't used any silicone or any other additive. And this is the reaction it's having with the paints. So I'm going to let this dry. I'll place it to the one side and I'll show you a close-up of the dry version. So here we go, the dry version, and I love it. And I did say that it might pool a little bit in the middle, and it has. You can almost see a circular ring. You can see that pooling in the middle, but I actually really like it. But the one thing was, because I had thick, medium and paint mixed together, there is some slight cracking on this side. But I'm going to embrace that. I'm going to just say this is all part of that creation. I love that circle, and then those elements that kind of shoot off underneath and at the side of it. What do you think? I really love it. I love all those colour combinations. I'm glad I placed that white on the base because you can see that white popping through with those cells. And yeah, I can see so many things in this. I will list in the description what I can see. I don't want to steer you in a direction if you can't see it. But let me know what you see. Drop them in the comments below. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a like, share it out if you can. But most importantly, thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate all of your support. Let me know what you're up to creatively, and I really hope I get to see you again in the next video. Take care, everyone. Have a great week ahead, and I'll see you soon. Bye.